But I always like to check somebody, you know.
Sounds good. And they get a notification?
Yeah, they'll get a notification. See, it says part 2.
Where?
Right there. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Part 2? Oh, there we go. Part 2.
I want to make sure that they can hear me. Because sometimes I'll be talking on here for a long time. They can hear you.
Perfect.
They can hear you real good.
All right, we're back. Back in business.
All right. Uh-oh.
So are we live now?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, finally. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Technical difficulties. Battery. Make sure you have about 3 or 4 batteries. Would you say that?
I couldn't even hear you. What'd you say, Ben?
Have about 3 or 4 batteries?
Yeah, we got 3, 4 batteries. We got crash computers. Goddamn, we're just waiting for like a fire to pop out.
No.
What else can we go?
There was an earthquake not too long
Here,
ago.
come closer to me, bro.
Okay.
There we go. Hey,
There was an earthquake not too long ago.
Yeah, there was an earthquake, and we got there's a whole bunch of shit going on here in Medellin, man.
Russia, Ukraine.
All right, we're gonna hit our notes because we actually took time, or Frederick did. Frederick took the time today to write some notes down about just, well, I mean, you explain it, Fed.
Yeah, it's basically 3 points. Okay, so you're gonna come to Colombia, you're gonna come to Medellin. How can you practice some basic rules of the road to basically give you the upper hand, give you control of the frame, give you leverage, protect yourself, okay? So some of the things that came up is you meet someone on Facebook dating or Tinder, and now what? Okay, here's the first tip. Never ever before, during, or after give anyone any amount of money.
That's right.
A normal person is not going to set the tone of the relationship or conversation with, give me some money.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry that you have XYZ problems, but you should not be in a position to immediately give someone money.
That's right.
That's a huge red flag, and a normal person is not going to do that. So get the hell away, move on to the next profile.
Some things immediately that you need to jot down, some hustles, and we have it in the previous video too, is dating Colombia, but some hustles you'll get instantly will be, I need a babysitter, can you send me babysitting money?
Right, it comes in all forms.
Yeah.
Babysitting money.
Babysitting?
Money for medicine, I've heard.
Yeah, baby medicine. But I always hear the damn babysitter.
Babysitter.
Because it's like, well, she'll come spend time with you if you send her. If she doesn't, it doesn't even have to be in advance, but she'll want 50 meal just to have lunch with you.
Right.
So it's just a hustle.
Right.
So just try your best to just stay strictly to the cap, and that's all you're paying, bro. Because you want to bring the money out of the equation. Like, the only reason why she's coming to see you is because she likes you.
Right. And I want to say this again. This is worth repeating. Never, ever, ever give any money, either before, during, or after. And why is that? Most people are good natured and they want to be helpful. Don't you want to help a little old lady across the street?
Right.
Right. Just as an example, most people want to help. So this plays on your psychology and your emotions. The con person knows this. So they're going to it comes in different flavors. They're going to influence you, persuade you, manipulate you. It all comes down to a con artist. Okay? So let's move past that.
So that's what the Tinder Swindler was. Though.
Right. He played on their emotions, on the natural psychology of a human being to help others. Like, sure, I want to help him. He lives a lifestyle of the rich and famous, and later on he's going to help, give me the money back.
You know what's funny about this in a bit is that, he faked everything, bro.
100%.
Everything's fake.
It was manufactured, and he manufactured this identity online, which is so easy to do.
But let's retract a little bit. What's funny about this, if you think about it, and I'm only bringing myself in this situation because I dress shitty. Because I'm always walking in places that are a little bit dangerous and secluded. So I'm always like, fuck it, I don't really care, bro. Whatever. But
you roll out of bed and go straight to Walmart.
Yeah.
In your pajamas.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, this is you guys. I think this is the same shirt I wear all the time.
That's terrible.
If you look at my main video, this is the same shirt.
That's terrible.
So what I was saying, let's roll back a little bit. But isn't it like kind of funny that it's all, if you really think about it is an all representation. How you dress, how you smell, how you look. Of course, he took it too far. But I'm just saying, like, it is a representation, and it's the other party that's how they interpret that. You know, it's interesting, don't you think?
It is, and what you made me think of immediately with this Tinder Swindler is he used the right kind of bait
Yeah.
to hook a high-end fish. Okay?
Exactly.
And you need the right kind of bait to catch the certain kind of particular fish you want. Okay?
Exactly.
So back to our points. We already said that, okay, you know, some safe practices of not giving.
Hey,
money.
appreciate that subscription, George.
Okay, so what happens if you meet someone and the person doesn't ask you for money? So what's the next logical step? I came up with, you want to meet on video, and this is why it's so important. First of all, you don't know this person at all. Usually, most people can get a vibe or a sense of the person over the video, right?
Right.
You just like their mannerisms, their eye contact, what they say, how they say it. You know, and if there's chemistry. Even with a language barrier, because most foreigners that come here have limited Spanish-speaking ability.
That's true.
And that is a huge hurdle, but it's not impossible with Google Translate or with just a basic, minimal, you know, Spanish language proficiency. You can kind of get a sense of the girl, right?
Yeah. But hold off right there. Is that with that? Don't think you have to know all the goddamn words and know the tenses.
Exactly, no.
Don't even try that.
No, you
bullshit.
don't have to know that at all. I'm just throwing it out there.
Just, you know, just understand how to say, and they appreciate that you even try.
You're making an effort.
They think it's cute. They're like, oh, he's so cute. He's trying the little Spanish words and shit. You know, so
I'll say this, Alan. Yes, no, thank you, and please in Spanish can take you so far.
Yeah.
I mean, sí, no, gracias, por favor. That can take you so far, and that's just saying yes, no, thank you, and please. You know, as a
and one more I'm gonna throw on there. Hermosa. Oh, eres muy hermosa.
There we go.
She's very beautiful.
There we go. That can help you too.
You know, the girls here,
That's
and
a
actually
bonus.
the entire world, the most beautiful girls, you can Google this shit right now. They have the lowest self-esteem.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can Google it. Go Google that shit.
Interesting.
They have so what they love is to feel good. Compliments.
Okay.
It takes it so far.
Okay, so moving on, after you meet on video and you break the ice and you get a good sense of the person, okay, so now what? What do? Okay, you want to meet in person. Now, you can meet in so many places. Common sense, again, the basics, is you meet in a public place. Some of the recommendations are at a local mall. There's so many malls.
Okay.
And you can meet at a cafe, at a restaurant, or any other public setting. Why? There's usually cameras around, there's usually witnesses around, there's usually people around, and you're going to feel relatively
Well,
safe.
let's hold on a second. It's not just about you, Fedric, or you out there. It's about her too.
Right.
She's meeting a man.
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
So it's a win-win, and you both feel safe and secure.
So you're like, oh, let's just meet over here real quick. I'll meet you at the thing, and then we'll meet at the coffee shop. And meeting at coffee shops, it's not really done me really that well. I ain't gonna lie to you, but at least it's safe. You can keep your pockets cheap, because if you start taking on, if you working with Colombia Tips, we're gonna set you up on a lot of dates. 2 or 3 dates a day. So it can get expensive.
Yeah.
Even if you go into cheap places, let's say you spend $25-$30 on a date plus taxi.
Yeah.
And you're gonna round off probably about 40.
Yeah.
On the cheap end, bro.
Yeah.
So 40 times 3, 120 times 4 days a week. That's $500 on dates.
It adds up.
It can add up real quick.
Okay. So far we talked about never ever give money.
Okay.
Number 2, meet on video.
Okay.
And part of 2A is meet in person at a public place. And then a good rule of thumb is it's customary for the guy expect to pay for the meal and for the cab. That shows courtesy. It shows respect. It shows that you're down to earth and that you're a gentleman. That stuff carries you a long way, and it's expected.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with that, then probably dating or that girl is not for you.